I'm Paula Marie, the Ebony Biz Diva. I'm a speaker, author, educator, podcaster, and online business trainer. I'm the queen of Free.99. I train and support business owners on the Free.99 options that will help their businesses operate saving money while making money. Hey, so this is an episode on Pinterest and how to start your pin and the things that you need to look forward to. So if you look at my Pinterest, you can see that I have had 17,000 monthly viewers this month. So 17,000 people have looked at any one of the pins that I've posted, which is quite significant because with Instagram or Facebook, you can't really tell what the reach is. But I know when you go into the analytics, it doesn't say 17,000 monthly viewers. So Pinterest is very broad in their reach, and that's why you must incorporate them into your business plan if you have not already. So hopefully this tutorial will be able to give you just a little bit of insight on that, and so let's start our pin. So when you click the plus sign at the bottom, you see that you have the option to create a pin. You can do a story pin, which is new for Pinterest. You can create to your board, or you can create an ad. I've done an ad before, and yeah, that's right, but I wouldn't advise it because Pinterest has such a large organic reach. So here you want to select pen, and then it's going to open up your pictures in your phone. And you see I have a lot of diverse pictures going on in my phone, but I'm actually going to use a video because video, like all of the other social media outlets, has a larger reach. People click on videos more than pictures alone. And so I'm going to click on the pen. Now here you've got to select a cover, and I'm going to select this cover. It actually scrolls through just like your stories on Instagram where you can select a cover. I'm actually going to pin this same video two different ways. This one is for skin and skin care, but my next pin is going to be for hair, and I'm going to use this picture as my cover picture for that pin so that I can hit the same demographic, different demographic audience with the same pin. And I may do a third using this cover. I'm not for sure. Depends on how I'm feeling, right? So again, if you use the same photo or video with different tags to reach different audiences, you'll be able to see which tags work when it comes to your SEO reach. And so you don't have to reinvent the wheel. You can repurpose the same pin, but just use different tags to select a different audience. So this pin may be repurposed in 3 different ways. It's definitely going to be repurposed in 2 for hair care and skin care, but I may do a third one to reach the Black women market. So anyway, so I'm going to pick my cover here. And after I select my cover, it takes me directly to, I hit next in the upper right hand corner, and I have to give it a title, a description. These have to be SEO rich as well. You need to know what SEO words work for the demographic audience that you're reaching, and you have to be able to use those in all of your posts across all social media platforms. So my title is going to be Say Goodbye to Dry Skin. It's something that's a little bold. I think it will capture people's attention. And if you have dry skin, this is a pin that will capture your interest. So my description also has to be SEO rich. So I just kind of play with my description. You want to use as many words as your description will allow you to place inside of the section. You do not want to waste an SEO word if at all possible, because again, these are going to be searched when someone types in whatever they're looking for. And then also, if they select a pin and save a pin with a same SEO word, your pin will now circulate amongst their findings. So you will capture their eye a little bit more. So my description that I'm working on is: hydrate your skin with natural organic moisturizers. Paula's Whip uses shea butter and oils that leave skin, I think I'm going to say, super soft. And that's going to be my description. So I do have some key SEO words in that description. So I'm super, super proud that I was able to remember it. But once you use them over and over again, you will. So now you want to go back through your description and you want to add the hashtag. You don't have to do this, but I like to do this because it's a different way to pull those key SEO words in the description. So hydrate is an SEO word. Skin, if you look at it, it tells you how many pins it has. So skin has 3 million pins that use that. That's a lot of pins for skin, right? So you want to make sure that you're using high SEO hashtags and low SEO hashtags combined, so that those low SEO hashtags will pull you out of the million fray. Natural is another key word, but it won't pull up if you have an apostrophe or period. So I had to slide that apostrophe out the way, and I'm going to hit natural, which has 4 million pins. And then I'll do the rest for all of these. So sit back and watch how these SEO words have such a reach and how many times they're being used to help pins receive a higher reach. So now that you have incorporated all of the SEO words that make your product really pop on the search engine, let's connect this with a link that you want to direct them to. This is your call to action. So when they click the link, you are directing them, telling them that you want them to see your site. So I'm going to place my site in, and I've used it a few times, so it automatically populates. But if you use a shorter link without the www, you can see here it'll ask you which one you would want to use. I always go with the most complete link possible. So I'm going to hit the select button on the bottom option, and then that is going to be added to my pin, and that pin will direct them to your site. That's your call to action. You don't want to lose it. Now, we've got options to add more SEO rich words to help boost the search of your pin. So you want to use words that you typically didn't use inside of the description or the title. So this is how Pinterest gives you more ways to dig in and use all of the words that you know will your demographic audience will use. You've got to think like your audience. And so what would your audience search for if they were on Pinterest at 10 o'clock at night before they went to bed? And what words would they type in to find the answers to the solutions that they need? and you use those words, add those, insert those into your description, into your tags, into your titles, so that you pop up as the solution to their problems. So here I am going to play with a couple of words that's going to niche me down a little bit more. This is going to really target my audience. Now remember, I have the broader words that are inside the description. I have the broader terms that are inside of the title. This is where you really want to work with combination of words, and you also want to work with selective words that are targeting a specific demographic, because you don't want to leave any stone unturned. And so don't be afraid to play with this, because again, if you remember in the beginning, we're going to probably post the same pin multiple times, so you'll see what works and what doesn't. And then after you hit next, it asks you to add it to the board, and then at the top, you'll get a notification that it's saved to the board. And once it's saved to the board, it's live on Pinterest. So let's go to the analytics since it pops up, right? Again, at the top, 17,000 monthly viewers looked at my site over the last 30 days. Pinterest will always go 30 days out. So tomorrow it will go 30 days out. Next week it will go 30 days out. And so if you look down into the analytics, you'll see that my impressions are down 47%, but I hit 20K. So that means that the month before I had almost 40K if I'm down 47%. So almost 40,000 people saw my pen swipe across their searches at some time. So that's pretty impressive. And 17,000 is my audience for the month, but I'm also down 43%. So that means that the month before I was almost double that. I was 43% higher than 17K. So almost 50, that's around 50,000, right? So 50,000 people in my audience viewed my pins. And remember, I've been pinning since the beginning of my account. So it's not just the pins I posted last week. It's not the pins I posted yesterday. These are significant pins. Any of the pins that I've posted in the life of being on Pinterest that I've tagged can be searched at any time. And you never know when your audience is going to hit Pinterest. So this is extremely important, because with Facebook and Instagram, we know that you're only as hot in the streets as your latest post. But not so much with Pinterest. You're only as hot in the streets with your pin that is targeting and solving their needs and providing solutions to their problems. So even if you posted a pin last year, if you used the right SEO words that they're searching for today, they're going to pull up your pin. And that is why I love Pinterest so much, because Pinterest lives and lives and lives, baby. It lives. So let's go to engagements. My engagements are down. I will say that the last 30 days, I've not been on Pinterest as much as I started off, and I've usually dedicated this year to really focus on Pinterest, and the last 30 days have been a lot for me personally. But it's okay, because guess what? Even though I'm down 72%, I had over 300 engagements on my post. That's key. So I need you to wrap your heads around this, that even when you're down on your game, Pinterest still works for you as long as your SEO words are rich and they are the top SEO words that your key demographic audience is searching for. So I'm going to scroll up to the ads. I think I did one ad, and once I did it, I knew it was a mistake. You don't need ads on Pinterest as much as you do for other social media platforms, because the organic reach is so high. And then you can also feature boards, and you can also do other things with your Pinterest, like it can post the latest published pins. So let's go to it, right? So this pin on the right, is a Father's Day pin that I posted probably 20 days ago. You can see that in the last 20 days, I've already had 1,500 views in 20 days. I need you to wrap your head around that because I think somebody needed to hear that, right? So over 1,000 people looked at my video. Video is still king on Pinterest, just like it is on any other social media platform. Short videos will do you well because people just are loving videos right now. So let's scroll down to just a regular schmegular post. So if you look at this pen, actually let's go to this pen that is on the right again. 14 impressions. I think I also posted this within the last 30 days as a picture. So it shows you the difference in how many people actually checked it out and looked at it versus how many people looked at the video that was above, right? So this particular pen has been around probably about maybe 8 months, 8 or 10 months, right? It hasn't been a year. But in that year, that time frame, I'm sorry, that 8 to 10 months, this video has had 3,000 views, right? So you can see 3.3 thousand people have had their eyes on this pen. It's come across their feed, they've looked at it, and 47 clicks on it. People have actually clicked on it to kind of find out a little bit more about what I am and what I offer. So it's important to make sure that the link that you place on each of these pins are links that are going to always drive revenue, always direct them to who and where you are. So now we're back at the beginning, at the top of my feed. Now, when you add a pin, that pin automatically uploads into your cover. And so the top where you see all of the different photos that are kind of duplicated, that's my cover. So as you're adding these pins, you also want to make sure that the look of your pins and your brand colors are represented to provide consistency for your brand. So that was a snapshot of all the amazing things you can do with Pinterest to drive new potential clients directly to your businesses. And I am so excited about my Paula's Pinterest pivot. You've got to sign up because we're going to get in the weeds of how to set up that business account and how to really maximize Pinterest to the fullest capacity so that you can make this money, honey, because that's what this thing is all about. I can't wait to see you. Join now.